is 10th September 2025 Wednesday. I am Pampa Kuchlan, a member of Hosla, a senior citizen care startup organization, reading news from Hosla Radio. Here are the headlines. C.P. Radhakrishnan elected India's next Vice President. Nepal protest news. UP police on high alert. PM announces financial assistance package to flood-affected states Himachal Pradesh and Punjab. US Trade Advisor Peter Navarro slams BRICS alliance. Israel-India sign investment deal. Security forces tighten grip in Manipur. Terrorist conspiracy case in Jammu and Kashmir. 3 soldiers killed in avalanche in Siachen. Kedarnath helifares up 31 to 40%. Railway connectivity Aizol with Kolkata. Sambal's Hindu population reduced. 197 glacial lakes in Kishtwar Himalayas. Flood threat. Various news of West Bengal. Coming to the news. NDA-backed C.P. Radhakrishnan elected India's next Vice President. While 754 votes were cast, 15 were found to be invalid. Of the valid votes, C.P. Radhakrishnan got 452 first preference votes. Justice Sudarshan Reddy got 300, said returning officer for the election P.V. Modi. Nepal protest news. Ex-Nepal PM's wife burnt alive as protesters set his house on fire. September 9, 2025. Rajya Lakshmi Chitrakar, the wife of Nepal's ex-Prime Minister Jhalanath Khanal, died on Tuesday, say media reports, after protesters led by Gen Z trapped her in their house and set the house on fire. The incident took place at their home in Dallu area in the state capital, Kathmandu. Mrs. Chitrakar was rushed to Kirtipur Burn Hospital but died during the treatment, say family sources. Nepal's Prime Minister K.P. Sharma Oli, whose own house was set on fire, resigned Tuesday as protest against a short-lived ban on social media grew increasingly violent and expanded into broader criticism of his government and accusations of corruption among the Himalayan country's political elite. Mr. Oli's Finance Minister Vishnu Prasad Paudel, 65, was chased through the streets of the capital, showed a disturbing video. The minister showed the video was kicked and thrust brutally. Demonstrations led by young people angry about the blocking of several social media sites gripped the country's capital a day earlier, and police opened fire on the crowds, killing 19 people. The ban was lifted Monday night, but the protests continued, with demonstrators setting fire to the homes of some Nepal's top leaders and the parliament building. The airport in the capital of Kathmandu was shut and the army helicopters ferried some ministers to safe places. The demonstrators called the protest of Gen Z began after the government blocked platforms including Facebook, X and YouTube, saying the companies had failed to register and submit to government oversight. Nepal protest, UP police on high alert, helpline set up for Indians in Nepal. Uttar Pradesh police have been placed on 24-hour high alert in all districts along the Indo-Nepal border following the sensitive situation in Nepal. A special control room has been established at the police headquarters in Lucknow under the ADG law and order to assist Indian citizens stranded in Nepal. Citizens can reach out for help through 3 helpline numbers: 0522 239 0257, 0522 272 4010, 9454 401674, and a dedicated WhatsApp contact at 9454 401674. The Nepal Army has issued a stern warning to protesters against causing damage, looting, or arson amid ongoing unrest. Authorities called on the public for full cooperation and said the situation will be reassessed with further updates to follow. Prime Minister Modi announces financial assistance package of rupees 1,500 crore for flood-affected Himachal Pradesh. 9 September 2025. Chandigarh, Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced an immediate financial assistance of 1,500 crore for flood-hit Himachal Pradesh, along with an ex gratia of rupees 2 lakh for the families of the deceased and rupees 50,000 for the injured. While acknowledging the gravity of the situation, he assured all possible support from the center. Like vampires sucking our blood dry, Peter Navarro slams BRICS. September 9, 2025. US President Donald Trump's trade advisor Peter Navarro has decried the Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa alliance, adding that the member countries are like vampires. Navarro raked up examples where he tried to say that the alliance cannot survive without selling to the United States, adding that historically all the member nations hated each other and wanted to kill each other. He said, when they sell to the United States, their exports, they are like vampires sucking our blood dry with their unfair trade practices. On Monday, he warned that India must come around on trade talks with the United States or risk facing dire consequences. Israel-India sign investment deal amid Gaza genocide, 8 September 2025. Israel and India have signed a bilateral investment deal to expand mutual trade. The agreement signed in New Delhi by Israeli Minister of Finance Bezalel Smotrich and Indian Minister of Corporate Affairs Nirmala Sitharaman aims to boost trade and investment flows between the two countries. Sitharaman stressed the need for greater collaboration in cybersecurity, defense, innovation, and high technology. The argument comes as Israel's genocidal war on Gaza has caused a global outrage. Security forces tighten grip in Manipur. Imphal, 8 September. Manipur police and security forces have intensified counter-insurgency and anti-narcotic operations across the state, resulting in a string of arrests and significant seizures on September 7. The coordinated drive spanned multiple districts, underscoring the government's ongoing efforts to restore peace and curb the twin challenges of militancy and drug trafficking. Terror conspiracy case. NIA searches 21 locations in 5 states, Jammu and Kashmir. The National Investigation Agency searched multiple locations in 5 states and 1 union territory in a terror conspiracy case linked to ISIS and other terrorist organizations, the agency said on Tuesday. A total of 21 locations were extensively searched on Monday in the states of Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu, and in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. The soldiers killed in avalanche in Siachen, Jammu. 3 soldiers of the Indian Army, including 2 Agniveers, lost their lives after an avalanche struck at their camp at the Siachen Glacier, the world's highest battlefield in the Union Territory of Ladakh, official reports said on Tuesday. Miraculously, an officer survived after remaining buried under the avalanche for about 5 hours. The avalanche hit the troops' 19 Mahar Regiment during the wee hours in the morning. The 3 soldiers were trapped under the avalanche at a height more than 12,500 feet, reports said. PM announces rupees 1,600 crore relief for flood-hit Punjab, New Delhi, 9th September. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday announced a financial assistance package of rupees 1,600 crore for Punjab in addition to the rupees 12,000 crore already allocated for the state. The Prime Minister expressed his condolences to the families of those who lost their lives in the floods and assured that the central government will work closely with the state government to extend all possible assistance. Kedarnath heli fares up 31 to 40%, safety boosted. 9th September, Dehradun. The helicopter service to the Kedarnath shrine in Uttarakhand said to become nearly 40% more expensive once the government lifts the current ban. The Uttarakhand Civil Aviation Department Authority has approved fare hikes for heli service providers. Ticket prices are expected to rise by 31 to 40% from the Guptkashi, Sirsi, and Phata helipads. This hike comes as the state government prepares to resume helicopter services for the Kedarnath pilgrimage after Diwali. A series of helicopter mishaps in May and June had forced the government, UCADA, and Directorate General of Civil Aviation to halt flights. Railways looks at connecting Aizawl with Kolkata soon. Citizens of Aizawl can expect to have direct rail connectivity with Kolkata soon. The Vairavi-Sairang railway route, bringing Aizawl to the map of the Indian Railways, could have train services connecting Kolkata to the near future. The 51.3 kilometer stretch is ready for passenger services. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is anticipated to inaugurate the line on 13 September. Shambal's Hindu population reduced by 15%, says Judicial Panel's report. A report on the 2024 Shambal riots in Uttar Pradesh submitted to the state government has claimed demographic changes and 15% reduction of Hindu population in the violence hit area, sources said on 28 August. The report not only describes the violence that took place on 24th November 2024, but also mentions the other times when riots took place in Shambal. According to sources, the report mentions the finding of evidence of the historical existence of Harihar Temple. Regarding the Jama Masjid of Shambal, the Hindu side had claimed that it was earlier a Harihar temple which was demolished by Babur in 1529 and a mosque was built. A petition was filed in the Shambal court on 19 November 2024 regarding this. On the same day, civil judge Senior Division Aditya Singh ordered a survey inside the mosque. On 24th November, 4 people died in violence during the survey of the Jama Masjid in Shambal. After the 1978 riots, the number of Hindus kept decreasing. Hindus were forcibly converted. 197 glacial lakes in Kishtwar Himalayas pose looming flood threat. Jammu, 31st August. The 197 glacial lakes in the Kishtwar district of Jammu and Kashmir are a looming threat to the region, as a latest report on glacial lake outburst floods has warned of flash flooding that could put to grave danger villages' infrastructure and the fragile ecosystem. The glaciers in the Kishtwar Himalayas are retreating at an accelerated pace due to rising temperatures, leading to the creation of new glacial lakes. Existing lakes are also expanding, increasing the water volume held behind the unstable moraine dams, the report warns. Various news related to West Bengal. 40,000 apply for Shramashri scheme. The West Bengal government has so far received around 40,000 applications under the Shramashri scheme after Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee announced it on 18th August. State government to set up Minority Cultural Development Center in South 24 Parganas. The state government has announced plans to establish Minority Cultural Development Center in South 24 Parganas. The Chief Minister had declared the initiative during the budget speech for financial year 2024-25. Weather Office forecasts rain in West Bengal during Durga Puja, Kolkata, 9 September. With another low pressure area brewing over the Bay of Bengal, the meteorological department here has forecast widespread rain in South Bengal during Durga Puja festival. The second half of September on most occasions records massive rain in Bengal and Kolkata. This year too, the conditions are favorable for in-season rain, which is likely to intensify after 18 September, said a meteorological department official. The rainfall in the run-up and during festivities may dampen the spirit of many enthusiasts. 41 strong elephant herd enters Bankura forest, triggering panic. On the evening of 2nd September, a herd of 25 elephants struck the Panchayat division in Bishnupur and Bankura division, destroying a portion of paddy fields. Another herd of 41 migratory elephants from the Dolma range entered the forest of Bankura 8 September night, triggering panic among residents of the jungle corridor hamlets. Locals already preparing for both the scheduled almond paddy cultivation and Durga Puja festivities now face an unexpected disruption. Senior cop now tries his hand with the pen. From combating armed Maoists to reciting the Bhagavad Gita and spreading spiritualism, however improbable the transition may seem, Anish Sarkar, IPS Deputy Commissioner of Police, Bidhannagar Police Commissionerate, navigates both worlds with remarkable ease and grace. The stern law enforcer, often seen speaking on Krishna philosophy at various forums, is now poised to release his debut novel, tentatively titled The Maoist Movement at Lalgor, final title to be revealed later. The 4 years he spent in the Maoist-affected region from 2008 to 2012 were transformative for the young and adventurous officer. In the early days, my blood would boil, but over time, I learned to handle adversity with calm and composure, Sarkar recalled. For Sarkar, this is just the beginning. In his hands, the pen isn't just mightier than the sword, it's stronger than the police rifle. I am ending here today. Stay blessed. See you in the next week. Good night.